Hey, I got a question for you. Which one of these cameras do you think is absolutely necessary to make a great YouTube video? In this video, I'm going to put these two cameras to the test and weigh them against my iPhone 14 Pro Max and let you decide, is expensive cameras really needed to make a great YouTube video? Let's talk about it. A lot of creators struggle with the thought of which gear should they buy to make a great YouTube video. But to honestly answer that question, you'd have to consider what makes any video great. As a visual multimedia artist for over 2 decades, in my professional opinion, I think it comes down to these 3 key points. 1, the quality of video equipment. 2, the quality of the message. And 3, now this one thing new YouTube creators need to get their minds wrapped around right now before they destroy their channels. So make sure you stick around for number 3 because you're overlooking this. So I'm gonna show you my personal tips on how to finesse it to start growing your YouTube channels faster. So let's dive into what makes a video great. Starting with number 1, the quality of equipment. The quality of visuals involves some type of video recorder, a way to capture audio, lighting, and editing software. Now this is where creators tend to get stuck first. What should I use always seems to become our first major blocker. So we start watching YouTube video after YouTube video to overcome this blocker, only to get further stuck into a binge watching frenzy that leads to adding a bunch of stuff to your Amazon wish list, and that wish list keeps morphing over time every time a new camera comes out. We keep throwing around this term cinematic, and that instantly paints a perception that we need to spend money on expensive equipment just to achieve that quality. But in reality, is having a video that looks cinematic the gold standard for what makes a great YouTube video? Let's dissect it. This is the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K camera. It films 6K resolution in B-RAW format. For the lens, I'm using a Zine 24mm Cine lens. And for audio, I have the Sennheiser AVX wireless microphone system. I actually have the lavalier mic magnetized to this action camera necklace that I use to keep my action camera on my chest for point of view visuals. For lighting, I'm using the Amaran 60D with the Amaran Light Dome 90, double diffuse with a grid to control the spill on the background. I'm also using the Amaran 300C light with a bare bulb, which separates me from the background. So rigged like this, not including the lights, this is roughly $4,000. Now this is the Canon 80D DSLR. It films at 1080p resolution only. I have a basic 50mm lens attached. For audio, I'm using a Comica wireless system with a Rode Lav mic taped to my chest under my shirt. It's the same light situation as before, and rigged like this, it's roughly $600. And this is the iPhone 14 Pro Max set to 14K resolution. I'm using a ProRes quality with the camera setting set to cinematic. The audio is coming through an off-brand wireless microphone that's plugged directly into the Thunderbolt port of the phone. The current retail price for this setup is $1,130, brand new, or starting around $600 if you can find a refurbished iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, when you look back at these 3 cameras, did any one single camera make this video any greater? Or was it number 2, the delivery of the message? In short, the storytelling qualities. This involves writing, planning words, using your raw voice, or using AI if you're introverted and savvy. This is where creators really struggle because this skill can't be bought. Well, you can buy a course or hire someone or prompt it into ChatGPT, but it just doesn't come natural for most people. It's a skill to be acquired, a muscle that requires reps. You have to practice to perfect this art. And this is why standing in front of your camera and recording yourself as often as possible is so important to becoming a successful YouTuber. While planning and writing my stories, I use apps like Notion or sometimes Milanote to organize my thoughts. Notion is a database structured organization tool that allows me to quickly access links for inspiration, shot lists, and more all in one session. When I need more of a storyboard layout, I go with Milanote because it's super easy to visually lay out my story with images if need be, move thoughts around in a hierarchy tree format, and it's perfect for visual learners like me that need to see it in picture and graphic format. Notion and Milanote have free versions, and those are more than enough for anybody to lay out a ton of storytelling ideas. But even with that, let's say you nailed the art of delivering a dynamic message. It means absolutely nothing if you still lack number 3, the utility of your message. Who is this video for? What purpose does it serve to a broad or niche audience? Is there an existing audience that could benefit from it? Or do you think it's just the best video idea on the planet because it's yours? Furthermore, how do you know? This is the place where you must check your ego at the door and where real research comes into play. Not researching the latest and greatest camera equipment, but investing in the time and tools that will actually help you have a better chance at having a successful YouTube video. For starters, I use vidIQ as a browser extension in Chrome. And it allows me to not only see certain YouTube video stats that aren't normally shown, but it also helps me with ranking my title ideas, remixing other videos that are doing well, and most importantly for me, showing me which videos are getting most views per hour. We can look at video views all day and think, I'll just make a video just like that and get the same results. Absolutely not. There's so many factors to consider, like the age of a video. It could have been hot 3 weeks ago or 4 months ago, but if you check the views per hour, it might only be getting 10 or 3 views per hour. So if I'm gonna be investing my time on point 1, the quality of equipment, or point 2, the quality of the message, I need to check to see if the topic is even worth the effort. I do this by identifying the views per hour first. With my paid subscription to vidIQ, I click on topics that I might be able to ride the wave on, and if the topic is still getting a good amount of hourly views and I have something valuable to bring to the topic, I'm gonna move on it. All right, let's jump right in. I'm gonna show you a real-time example of what I'm talking about. As you can see, I'm not signed in, so this is what YouTube looked like without vidIQ. You don't see any type of stats or anything. However, let me switch to Chrome. See all this additional information right here? This is views per hour, VPH. This is all because I have vidIQ in my Chrome extension. See, you can't rely on just views in the past 3 months. Think how to grow YouTube channel faster. You got 44,000 views in 3 months, right? You can't see nothing. But if you come here, 44,000 views in 3 months, you see we only have 5 VPH. She's getting 5 views per hour. So I would question whether or not I would actually do a video on that because, or using that type of title, or I would have to switch it up or something because this video is only getting 5 views per hour. Now, if this is your niche and you actually want to jump into this conversation, you have to jump in realizing that there's a very good chance that after putting all your time and effort into a video like this or a thumbnail like this, there's a very good chance that you're going to make a video that does not get viewed. And you have to be okay with that, which is insanity, but you know, if that's what you're doing, if you can crank this type of content out and you're good with it, then that's what it is. However, if you can crank out videos like this, make something better than this video a month ago it's still getting 112 views per hour. Which one of these two videos would you create? vidIQ is a great tool, a powerful tool for researching YouTube. If you really want to dig deep and understand the algorithm and how things operate in YouTube from behind the scenes on a deeper level, definitely I would recommend using vidIQ. That's what I'm doing. You could do it too or not, it's up to you, but I'm going to be ahead of the game. So let's recap. I've showed you camera qualities of my visuals, I've explained messaging and storytelling, and I told you the importance of videos having utility purpose and tips to get started. So if you made it this far, I want you to head to the comment section and answer this one question for me. What, in your opinion, made this video great? Is it the camera quality, the quality of the message, the utility or usefulness of this message, or all of the above? And after you finish answering this question, please stop watching videos and go make some. I'll see you in the next one.